Why are there debates about restricting voting rights? In recent weeks, discussions about voting rights have gained significant attention across the nation. The question on many people's minds is, why are there debates about restricting voting rights? As various states introduce new voting laws, the topic has become increasingly relevant. Many individuals are searching for clarity on what these changes mean for their ability to vote. Debates about restricting voting rights primarily stem from differing opinions on election security, voter access, and political influence. Some individuals believe that certain measures are essential to prevent voter fraud and maintain the integrity of elections. Others argue that these restrictions serve as tactics to suppress voter turnout, particularly among minority and marginalized communities. Recent legislative efforts to limit voting access include stricter identification requirements, reduced early voting periods, and limitations on mail-in ballots. Critics argue that these actions disproportionately impact communities of color, young voters, and low-income citizens. They believe these measures undermine the principle of equal participation in democracy. Supporters of these laws claim they are necessary to protect against fraud, despite research showing that voter fraud is exceedingly rare. The political motivations behind these debates further complicate the situation. For instance, some lawmakers have attempted to redraw electoral districts, a process known as gerrymandering, to favor one political party. This can dilute the voting power of specific groups. Additionally, recent federal court rulings have weakened key protections established by the Voting Rights Act of 1965. This act was designed to prevent discriminatory voting practices. As a response to these changes, new legislative efforts have emerged, such as the John R. Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. This proposed law aims to restore and strengthen protections by requiring jurisdictions with histories of discrimination to obtain federal approval before changing voting laws. Furthermore, some political figures and organizations have circulated false claims about election fraud. These claims have fueled efforts to restrict voting access under the pretense of protecting elections. Such actions often include attempts to criminalize voting processes or intimidate voters and election workers, raising concerns about the erosion of democratic rights. In summary, debates about restricting voting rights focus on balancing election security with ensuring fair access to the ballot. The ongoing political struggle reflects broader conflicts regarding representation, power, and the future of democracy in the United States.